Hey everyone, Jim here at Caledonia Keys. If you've ever wanted to mount a GoPro to your helmet and weren't quite sure how to do it, have it in the right position, I just came across a product you might want to check into. It's at Chinmounts.com. I'll leave the affiliate link in the description. Of course, it helps the channel, but it's no extra cost to you. And overall, I can tell you it's quite lightweight. It was way easier to put together than I expected. And I can't wait to get out on the road and test it out. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jim at Caledonia Keys, and today we're going to talk about a chin mount that I just picked up from Chinmounts.com. So in Canada, where it gets a little cold and we got snow outside right now, there's not a lot we can do with motorcycling. So this is kind of the time where we may put together whatever we want to for our gear, work on our bikes, get things ready for the spring, and just count down those days so we can ride again. So with that in mind, I'm planning on doing some reviews and some videos on the bike, and I was looking to get a good chin mount that would give the best positioning for you to get some video off the motorcycle. So I ran across this company. They're at Chinmounts.com. I'll actually put a link in the description if you want to check them out. And they're a Canadian company based out of BC, I believe. And what they do is they make helmet-specific chin mounts. So what I have here is the HJC F70, the best positioning for the camera. Ideally, I want to have it at the front of the helmet. And as you can see here, with where the vents are, it's not exactly an easy task. So Chinmounts.com has actually create custom mounts for specific helmets. So when you go to their site, you put in your helmet and it'll actually tell you what you need for a chin mount. How well that works? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Now, the other cool thing is they do provide some installation instructions on the website, and after I bought it, they did also send me installation instructions. Now, they are pretty basic, and as we know, often things work out better in theory than what they do when you actually try to do it. So it looks here like we've got a few short steps here. So steps 1 through 4 and you're done, right? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually go through these steps. I'm not going to just do it all in real time and drag things out for you, but we'll just kind of go over the actual attachment of the chin mount and see how it works out. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so to start with, we have a handy dandy parcel here from Chinmounts, and I basically have 3 items. There's a packing slip. This looks like the actual chin mount. And I picked up the chin mount action pack to go along with it. It's got a few bits and bobs there so that you can set up the camera in different ways. So just to be clear, I've never used one of these before. So I'm approaching it just like you, like a newbie, if you were getting yours for the first time. All right, so let's get things out and take a look. Okay, so this is kind of neat. In the package, of course, you get a packing slip showing what you ordered, and they've got a little picture there too to help you out. So when you look at the instructions, the thing that we're working with initially is the actual chin mount. So you can see I've got the chin mount, and they actually show a picture of it in case it's not obvious enough to you when you're looking at the package. So here I've got the chin mount. So when I look at the instructions, we've got the chin mount. You can see you've got your 3M sticky for attaching to the helmet. You can also see they've carved out specifically for this helmet, which is what their claim to fame is, to make it specific. So it's going to attach perfectly right there on the front of the helmet, which is the best spot for getting a good view when you're riding. They include a wipe that we're going to use to clean the area before we apply it. This looks like some kind of a safety piece, but I'll need to find out a little bit more about that. So let's just see how easily these instructions translate for us. 4 steps. So step 1, it's saying test the placement of your chin mount, like we just did there. We can see there's the vent. Here's our chin mount attachment, and maybe a little challenging to see, but it actually just fits perfectly around your vent control. So it's saying make sure the chin mount sits flush, which it does, and then it recommends that we attach the GoPro to the chin mount so that we can see how it's going to sit before we go and attach it. So I've got the GoPro. I also have, which I ordered with this, a low profile buckle mount for the GoPro with a thumb screw. Okay, so let's just see how this attaches. So I've grabbed my GoPro Hero 8. I've grabbed the chin mount, which is right here. And I have the low profile, in this case, the buckle mount, which is what I'll initially use on the helmet. So it just screws in the way any GoPro would. So you put the camera in, the attachment in through the slots. You've got a screw bolt that you just tighten up. And in behind, you've got your, if you're familiar with GoPro, you've got your buckle mount. So I'm going to take the buckle. I've got the chin mount, and I'm coming up from underneath. And there we go, it's attached. So let's see how that's going to fit on my HJC F70. Beauty. So as you can see, it's right in the center, right where we want it, okay? And of course, the camera's not going to go side to side with this one, but you can adjust it a little bit up or down. Next, it says we're going to use the provided alcohol wipe and wipe down the application area. So we got our alcohol wipe. We know where our chin mount is going to go. So I'm just going to tear that off and clean it up right now. Okay, so now that I've used my handy dandy little wipe, I clean the area, let it sit for a few minutes to dry, just to be sure. And we're already on to step 3. So step 3, peel back the VHB adhesive and heat up the adhesive with a blow dryer or heat gun. So it's warm, not hot. So we can see we've got this red covering on the back of the chin mount. So we're just going to peel that off. And in this instance, My wife's out of the house. I couldn't ask her, but I'm sure she'd say yes. I've grabbed her hair dryer, and we're just gonna, like they said, we're gonna heat it up so that it's warm, not hot. And we're gonna fit it on the helmet, right where we want it. Make sure we've got it properly lined up and press it on. Okay, so I have put, with both my thumbs, I put some nice firm pressure after heating up the area, attaching the chin mount. Now it mentions as part of step 3 that we want to look for any gaps, okay? So I'm looking where the chin mount is flush with the helmet. And I don't know how well you can see there, but I'm not seeing any gaps. It's really a nice, tight fit, okay? And if you do see any gaps, what they recommend is that you take that hair dryer or heat gun and just warm it up a little bit more and apply some more pressure until the gaps disappear. So here we have it. We've attached our chin mount, but wait, there's one more step. Step 4 looks pretty easy, actually. We need to let the 3M adhesive bond for a minimum of 24 hours. So it specifically says, give it time to cure properly and affix to your helmet. We don't want to attach your camera at this point. We don't want to add any weight. And after that 24 hours, we just want to make sure that the chin mount's secure and test it over a soft surface, you know, when you attach your camera. So of course, if it's not secure, you're not dropping it on the hard pavement. So of course, we're gonna have to test this out a little bit. But my first impressions, just attaching the chin mount to the helmet, it really was that simple. 3 steps, with the 4th one basically being waiting and testing it. So it can't really get much easier than that. I was a little bit apprehensive in the beginning that this was going to be challenging. When I initially looked at this helmet, I was trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to mount my camera in the best spot, given the placement of the vents, which is a pretty common issue we run into with different helmets. So again, let me know what you think. I know I didn't cover some of the additional pieces that they have, like the action-packed chin mounts. That's something that I'll look forward to checking out once we get things up and running. Until then, try to stay sane during the winter months if you're in a cold climate, and if not, ride on. Hey everyone, I just wanted to follow up. You remember earlier in the video we talked about this little disc that had some adhesive on the back. I did follow up with the manufacturer, and it turns out it is an additional safety feature they could use. So you could just affix this the same way we did the chin mount to your helmet, and in the unlikely event that the camera did detach from the helmet, there we go. A little bit extra safety. So I just wanted to close that one out for you, since initially I wasn't really sure what it was. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Again, I'm going to leave a link for you so you can order your own chin mount should you choose to do so. And of course, you can always refer to this video for how to install it.